So we've just left the Loon Lake landing. John dropped us off and we're walking the Crab Lake Trail. Probably going to be 2 to 3 miles before we meet up with the actual border route trail. It's a beautiful morning. It's actually warm and wet, but the sun's coming out. Anything to say?
Yep. We got some dew to contend with here, or maybe some rain left over on the grass, but it's kind of burning off.
Walking through the burn, speaking of burn. On one side we got pretty much just devastation there. And the other side we have a nice big standing pine. Passing Crab Lake on our left. Should be entering the boundary waters after we get past Crab Lake. And then on to the junction with the border route trail. Getting a nice breeze after tromping up from the Crab Lake Trail to the main border route.
I wonder what the lake is to the north there.
And that easily could be, well, let's see.
That's Clearwater, is it?
I'd have to check the map. No, I don't think we made it to Clearwater.
Okay.
That indeed is the east end of Gunflint Lake. We're standing on kind of a height of land here. Drinking a little water, taking a break after approximately 3 miles.
Got another lake coming up on our left here.
Yeah, that's the South Lake. It's also big. Under the canopy on this section. A much nicer part of the trail. You can actually see the treadway. Very dense. Sun coming through. It's very warm. No wind. There's bugs, but of course covered in DEET. It's easy to get in the zone here. In the zone. On the border route trail on an overlook between Topper Lake and South Lake in the foreground, North Lake in the background. Mr. Oak's trying his cell phone, no luck here. Reminiscent in here of parts of the overgrown Kekakavik. To be expected, I suppose. It's as bad when you can't see where to put your feet. But are we not men? Some spectacular trees in here. We got a white pine, we got this cedar, we got a big red pine, and we continue our descent from a dome overlooking. There's another huge white pine there. There's me trying to keep my balance with what's sure to be 40 pounds worth of stuff this time. And on our right is Mucker Lake. As we gently pick our way down this decline. There's the Mucker. Seems like a perfect place for moose, doesn't it? There's Mr. Oakes working his way down. There's a gorgeous little flowage out of Mucker Lake. Luckily the water is low enough to take the rocks and instead of relying on one's balance on this log. Beautiful red pine forest here. We get a nice little breeze. We just climbed up from that Mucker Lake flowage and on our way to an intersection with the South Lake Trail. Right here, the trail is beautiful. Wow. More monster trees. White pine. Monster cedar. Monster cedar.
Where did you see these beauties?
And here's a pine that's been attacked by a pileated.
Yeah. So the one on the left's probably rotting, but it's two twin white pines.
Yeah.
Grew up together.
Awesome. A lot of massive blowdowns in this section, along with these just stately white pine that managed to survive. Like that one. Trouble is, when I look up, I lose my balance because of the damn pack. But we're very thankful that they've come in here. Maintain at least this part. I've been in here with whackers and everything, making good time here. We've probably gone 8 or 9 miles on this first day, and we're looking for a trail to what might be our first campsite on Partridge Lake. I got all these beautiful solitary pines that managed to survive, but then there's all these dinosaur skeletons everywhere. I'm walking through another root system, but it's beautifully maintained here.
Reason that would be shelter.
That's right. You could dig out a canoe and
It's human sized.
yeah. Here we are in the overlook of east end of Rose Lake, Canada on the other side, and South Lake way over there, where you can see the well, actually got a problem focusing on these white caps on it. South Lake. Yeah. Probably walked about 9 miles. Descending the spur trail down to Partridge Lake for our first campsite, and just incredible cedar trees. Let's continue in here. beautiful mossy little spot. And we're really hoping there's nobody at this site because there's nothing else around. There's a few cedar that have come down. And down at the Partridge Lake campsite, which is definitely vacant, and kind of a nice little spot. Got our fire grate. Got these unusual tables. Never had those before at the campsite. There's been so many blowdowns here of gigantic trees. I wonder who cut and rolled these things in here. Not great water access, but better than nothing. Mr. Oaks is crashing out of the woods, checking out the latrine.